future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Hyland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Hyland today, 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Passionate about sports? Want to talk college, prep, or pros? It's time to enter the Sports Zone with Patrick Hyland. Call in. Tell Patrick how you see it. In Hillsboro, 813-289-860. 877-99-8600. And now your host, Patrick Hyland.
All right. Welcome into the Sports Zone. We appreciate you tuning in to AM 860 The Answer. And we like to have some fun on Sundays from 11 to 12, talking sports. Scott Levinson and I and Josh Levinson, we have a good time talking about college and pros this time of year. Baseball season, the Rays, we figured they'd be around 500. That's what they're going to end up. Just one of those years. It looked maybe at one time we could maybe do something, but it's tough. You got to have the Joes. You just can't have the coaches, and you can't have everything, outside influences mess with you. So I think the Rays are making progress. I'm glad they're selling the ball club. It's amazing. I want to talk about the Rays with you, Scott, here in a minute about Sternberg. But before I forget, I want to thank our military, because without our military, we wouldn't be doing this show. And that's why I love the men and women of our military, because freedom isn't free, and they're willing to take a bullet for us, and they're willing to put their boots on the wall to protect us. And God bless those men and women.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, that just, I was thinking boots on the ground, Scotty, and it just popped out wrong. But, and the policemen and women too out there, they're just trying to patrol the streets and do their job. And now we have ICE, they're getting criticized. I love it. I don't know where we come, not treating our police and our ICE and everything. Oh, they're Americans doing an American job. I don't know why people can't see that, but anyhow, God bless them. And our firefighters, man, they're willing to go into a burning building for us. So thank those folks too. I was running into Publix before I came to the show, and they were all getting all their supplies together. They got to go 24/7, baby. I have to get the groups over there at Sefner and by Armwood High School to go to, let's see, can I do it? Opportunity Knocks, baby.
There you go.
Yeah, go there, fireman, and get your protein supplies, and then, go around to another store to get your, sides and your enhancements. So, no.
Yeah, I worry about them, and especially if they're running in a building that's not burning. Yeah, we might be worried about that.
Well, what if they're there to save somebody, or did you mean something else by that? No. I'm just asking, hey, they're the firemen, they put the fires out in more ways than one, so we can go that route if you want to.
That they do.
So God bless them. That's why they have a calendar, man. Anyway, we're having some fun as always on the show. We hope you all are enjoying it too. We try not to be serious, but we like to keep things real too and pragmatic, but not. Will continue to be there. Let's go down to college football. You that stand out.
I I guess Ole Miss isn't a surprise. They appear not to be a surprise. I thought LSU would win that game, and well, lo and behold, here you are. They didn't.
Well, you know what's funny about that, Scott, is a couple weeks ago I was up in Oxford, Mississippi, watched this backup quarterback, and everybody was scared. Oh, are they going to win? They're going to make it happen. This kid, Trinidad, what a story, Scott. Came all the way from California to Oxford, Mississippi to play college ball. And the kid looks like Charlie Ward. He really does, man. And I'm so happy for him and that organization, Lane Kiffin. Let's go Rebels, man. I've had some wild experiences in stadiums, as you're well aware of.
Right.
And this one, I'm telling you, man, like everybody says, it lives up to the hype. That's all they have in Oxford, Mississippi. Just like Tallahassee, Florida, but we have the capital there.
Do we have a Heisman standout yet?
No, we don't. In my opinion, we don't.
I think every week it's someone else.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. I couldn't agree with you more.
I think every week it's someone else.
I don't think this kid, if he runs the table, he will be in the consideration.
Well, yeah.
But they're going to go with the Ohio States, your Miami, Floridas. Penn State, tough game yesterday. But we knew that would be a tough one between Oregon and Penn State. I don't consider that. That was a toss-up game to me. The reason Ole Miss won is why I brought up the Oxford, Mississippi. That stadium rocks. And I'm telling you, the home field advantage helped them out tremendously.
Home field advantage in college is much greater than home field advantage in the pros.
Absolutely. No,
I really do.
Couldn't say it any better, Scott. No, it was great. I'm really happy with college football this year. I hope the teams that are supposed to win keep winning. A few upsets are great, but I want to see a cool top 12. It's going to be interesting.
It really, like we were talking earlier, you've got USF.
Yes.
Okay, they lost to
the Hurricanes.
If the Hurricanes finish 1-2, and that's USF's only loss,
how do you not put them in, right?
Tulane.
Yeah.
Their only loss is, who are we looking at? Ole Miss?
Yeah. The Rebels again.
So what do you do when they're sitting there with one loss and the only loss they have is to top 5 teams?
We know how this will play out. If Notre Dame runs the table.
Right. The accountants will sit in the back of the room and figure out if this team plays this team, whether they're more deserving or not, will make more money.
So it's follow the money again?
Not again.
Oh.
Always.
Well, but it was follow the science. Do we follow science or follow the money that leads to the science?
I'm telling you, if it got to where Ohio State is playing BYU in the Final Four, and Oregon is playing
TCU,
and you're going to tell me that we're going to let TCU and BYU win those games.
So you're saying there might be a little?
Yes. No.
There'll be a lot of yellow on the field.
Not let that happen.
See, and that's sad, isn't it?
I'm not saying they're going to throw and fix a game, but they will find some way. That's not happening. Because we all love the underdog.
Yes.
Everybody loves the underdog, but not enough to stay up Monday night till 1 a.m. and watch.
No doubt, brother.
Especially if it's BYU and TCU.
Yeah, you're right. It's unfortunate, but that's where the basketball, you and I have our fun talking about the 16 seed and the 1 seed. But with basketball, it's not as bad as football.
Football, if we want to look at it for what it is, it's 6 seconds of excitement, a minute of nothing.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
45 to be 40 to be exact.
But they normally snap it quicker and up tempo. But yes, timeout. If you're a true fan and know the game, look, it's funny you brought that up. Last week I'm watching the game and Baker Mayfield checks off the play to flip the screen to the right side and gets Bucky Irvin to go to the left side to pick up the blitzing linebacker.
Correct.
Those are the idiosyncrasies of the game that I get a kick out of, where your normal fan goes, what are you talking about, Patrick? And I get it. It's just like talking to a baseball guy. Hey, Patrick, you appreciate a guy leading off and throwing back or the bunt over. Yes, I do. People don't like that. It's a whole new generation.
It's still
it's that basketball
it's
mentality. I
still
want
part-
scoring, fast pace. That's why the Lakers, remember back in the day, the show, baby, just keep it going. Just
it's
Eric Coryell started it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Very much so.
But getting back to the college football, situation here. Penn State had a tough one against Oregon. LSU gets beat. You're going to have a lot of one-loss teams. Do you have, now that we've, expanded to 12, would you put a 2-loss team that had a tougher schedule over a 1-loss team?
We've already talked about this.
No way.
Wins and losses have to count. They have to mean something. And when you're doing it in most sports, that's all that counts.
You're right.
Arbitrary doesn't enter any other sports but college football.
You're right.
College basketball.
Okay.
On the basketball,
I'm
but
going to say baseball never.
no, it's arbitrary.
Yeah.
And it's I am a record guy. If you go out there with, like we just said, you've got USF. If their only loss is to the number 1 or 2 team in the country, I don't know how you don't consider them.
Well, I'm going to elaborate on that. And then Josh, you being an alumni of Florida State, I want to get your take on this. If I'm the AD at Florida State, I never will play a Thursday night or Friday night game away. Number 1. Number 2, for sure, not before I play the Hurricanes or the Gators. And number 3, guess what, Scott? This is where you can have a little funniness with the scheduling and the strength of schedule that has to be looked at least. I'm with you. I'm about W's and L's. But if you're smart, rivals. Look at Miami. They were smart. Oh, we'll take a bye week before we play Florida State.
Look at it the other way, though.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So they played a Friday game.
Yeah, Friday night. They always do that on Thursday night, Friday night away, Scott.
I would rather play a Thursday night because that now gives you extra time to prepare.
An extra day. So what? But they never do it.
Extra 2 days, actually.
Oh, yeah. So because you're not playing. But then you got to prepare. And that's a great point because I guarantee subconsciously they were thinking of Miami, thinking, we can beat Virginia. Let's go. Josh, what's your thoughts about that? I wouldn't,
he called it.
Yes, so did I. I knew they were going to get beat, and I hated to say it.
Yeah, it checked every single box for a trap game, look ahead game.
Yeah.
You've got short week on the road, coming off a couple of cupcake wins. And then, like you're saying, you're talking about facing Miami and FSU after the 2-10 season and everything that happened. And we looked like a team that was thinking ahead, from the kid that bobbled it at the end of the game to
that was a bad call.
I totally disagree. He didn't have possession of the ball.
I thought he had 2 hands. I thought it was a good enough catch, bro. I would have gave it to him.
Wow,
and I'm not being biased. I'm just telling like it is.
If you were biased as a Miami person, wouldn't you say it the other way? Wouldn't you say he didn't catch it? Like, where does your bias lie when it comes to the Seminoles is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I'm objective, just like with everything, Josh. I've always been that way. If the Bucks today, I'll tell you, I remember one time it cost me fantasy football. Mike Evans, he got 2 feet down. No, he didn't. And it's going to cost me my fantasy this week. But guess what? He didn't have 2 feet down. No, I'm pretty good about that, Josh. I try to pride myself on being objective.
I did appreciate how the ACC Review Center showed their entire process. They talked about it step by step, which is cool. I like that sort of transparency.
Yes, sir.
But I don't think he had possession. He kept moving and bobbling, and
I thought he had it in his hand enough when he had the 2 feet down.
But
I really do.
He never had possession of it.
I thought he did.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean,
that's funny. I appreciate you being a Florida State alumni. Pardon me to say that. What's your thoughts, though, Josh? See, you were born in 92. Is my math right?
93.
I put 93. Sorry. 1995, brother. 30 years ago to the date. Guess what? Warrick Dunn got stopped at the half-yard line, and Florida State lost up in Virginia. Talk about history repeating itself. That was a Thursday night special. I remember it very vividly.
So I'm surprised, y'all being the old head boomers that you are, that you haven't complained about the storming the field yet.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big fan of it, but
That was crazy.
yeah,
That was the craziest one I've ever seen because they were just on a lawn.
yeah,
and so you have
yeah.
the momentum of them all.
Yeah, it's dangerous, Josh. That's what I don't like about it.
Bro, I was looking at the receiver who didn't catch it because the last play of the game was
Yes.
incomplete in the end
Yeah,
zone.
yeah, right.
And I was just wondering, like, oh my God, he's about to get trampled.
Yeah, he's about to get smothered. Yeah, no, it's just there's no place for it. It really isn't. I don't see the point
For
of it.
college kids having fun, there's not a place for it.
Yeah, but not in that. Go outside the stadium and go crazy.
Take down the goalpost and go dump it in the river like they like to do,
Yeah, I
whatever
know.
it may
Come
be.
on, man. I don't like that. That's dangerous too.
I'm pro fun. I'm pro celebration.
I am
I'm
too.
pro.
I
You
am
know, if
too,
you're
Josh.
gonna do
Right
it,
place,
do it
right
right.
time, though, Bo.
Don't destroy the stadium.
Okay,
Go
I'm sorry.
outside.
When is that? When is there the right place, right time, other than when
Hey,
you just knock
go
off
out
Florida
there.
State, a top 10 team?
No, go out in the streets and tip over the cars.
I mean, what are we
Yeah.
talking
Leave
about
the
here?
goalpost alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Go tip over someone's car.
Yeah, at least you're not going to hurt as many
No.
people, Josh. I'm all for it, man. Hey, you're right. That was who started it this year.
I'm
to where-
biting my tongue here because I don't want to go on my whole rant about how it's so different how we picture when fans celebrate a championship in Philly or Boston or wherever the city
I don't like
is,
that
and all of
either.
a sudden we're flipping cars over. But
Yeah, no, I
if
don't-
it's a protest
I
for
mean,
something else, then
obviously,
no, I'm not a fan of all of it. You know that, Josh.
I
Neither
mean-
is your dad. Stop. Go
No.
ahead.
And again, show me that they're not comparable.
No.
People out of anger doing something is far, far different. I do not believe it is the intent of those college students to go out and angrily destroy.
I'm not talking. Look, this is my segue to make fun of Philly fans. It's Eagles Day. This was
There
me
you
making
go.
fun
I
of
like that.
Philadelphia fans. What are we
but
doing?
The Eagles, but that's the difference. And I will say that in some cities, when they win, they're not indiscriminate. They're looking for things to destroy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like when
In Philly,
they grease up the poles so they can't climb up the
Yeah,
the
that is
telephone
funny.
I'm
poles and
okay with
whatnot.
that.
Well, of course, we don't want
I'm
people
okay
getting
with
hurt and
that.
breaking their heads on the concrete. No, I'm glad you said that, Josh. I didn't even think about that. So when a Philadelphia fan comes into Tampa Stadium, pardon me, Ray J Stadium today, should we hassle them like they do us when we go up to Philly?
Yes.
Yo,
Oh, baby.
I wanted to flip a car this morning. Did you see Gruden at an Eagles hype party? He's doing the EA.
You know why he gets a little bit of a free
Because
pass?
he was there with Reed and Holmgren and but I don't care,
Ooh,
bro.
my
That
boy
is
Josh.
ridiculous. I felt like, that must be what it's like to have your father abandon you. That's what that felt like watching that video.
He's trying to get a
Do you
gig,
know
bro.
what that feels like?
No, I said, I imagine that's what
Oh,
that feels
okay,
like.
yeah. Yeah, okay. We better clear that up. Good job, Scott. And with that quick note, we're going to take a time out
Just
here
wanna
on.
check and
You just
see.
want to make sure your head's on right today, young fella. Like the Buck
Especially-
shirt.
Especially he needs to ride to the game.
Oh, well, yeah, that would be smart now. Yeah, you're a little smarter than that. All right, folks. We'll be back in just a minute here on AM 860, The Answer, the Sports Zone. Thanks for hanging in there with us. We'll take your calls at 813-282-8283. 813-282-8283. And do the Bucks win today? We'll be right back.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today, 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
Good morning, Tampa Bay. Appreciate you tuning in on a nice Sunday morning. I don't think it was too hot, Scott. You and I like the heat, though. I thought it was pleasant.
The heat doesn't bother me.
No, but I thought for anybody, it was a nice morning. It wasn't overpowering.
It was.
I want it to be real hot around 2:00, like 100 plus on the field, so the Beagles can fly back as Eagles to good old Philly. Now, I'm hoping I'm right. This game scares the heck out of me.
Why?
Well, they didn't look too good against the Jets.
No.
Their special teams is a little light in the keister. Okay.
Yes.
So the offensive line is in, piecing it together like a car, let's take it to the body shop and put a bunch of metal on it.
Is back.
He is going to play for sure.
Yep.
Josh, clarify that for us.
Where's Godwin?
Godwin's going to play too.
They're all going to
Absolutely.
play. I bet you're saying absolutely. It doesn't mean they're going to be 100%.
No, but
Absolutely.
I would believe Godwin will be 100%. I believe
They're claiming they're saying he's going to start and play a lot. That is the claim.
Yeah, he's had a lot of time, and they really held him longer than maybe maybe he could have played a week or two ago. But I think they held it.
Yeah.
Why rush him and Wirfs back if you're 3-0?
Well, that's true, but Philly, they know if they were playing.
If they win this game, the division's over.
Well,
Without major injuries, the division's over. We've already got a 3-game lead, guys, with only 3 games. We're 2 games ahead of Atlanta with the tiebreaker already.
So if Atlanta beats us in the next one,
You're still 2 games ahead.
I'm just saying, don't get ahead of yourself. It's a long season.
yeah,
And now
easy there.
We don't have Mike. You love to talk about how much
Right.
he changes the defense. And
He
how
absolutely does.
so we don't have him, and our offense has.
If Godwin's as good as we say he is, then you're where you were last 3 games.
Coach, no, because you don't have Mike Evans on the outside to do what he does to break up the defense and create the space that a
What about Iggy?
They're going.
That's what we're saying. I don't know which way it's going to go, but I'm saying let's calm down a little bit. We can't afford to lose this game because we started 3-0. What did we say all year leading into the season? If we go at least 2-2, be fine. 3-1 is great.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there's that, but we're not going to
Amen.
approach the game that way. You've got to win every single game,
Amen.
and we could easily be 0-3
Could
if
Thank you.
balls bounce a bit differently. And
Could
now
be.
we don't have Mike, so we're going to need Iggy to be. But why is that what we're calling him? Iggy?
I like calling him that. A
I
lot of
still
people-
love Chris Berman's Emeka Pika Egbuka. I can't even say it.
Pika-Buka.
He's still got his
And
fastball
guys,
sometimes.
I
Yep.
can watch that play on the sideline 100 times.
Yeah, it was beautiful
He
football.
caught that ball. His feet were in. I will
Yep.
watch that 100 times. And do not tell me they caught that touchdown in the end zone. That ball, it was the picture perfect overturn McCall. He did not have possession on that ball.
We
going
talking the
down.
Jets?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page. Now, it's funny. Did you hear what Baker Mayfield said about the one-handed catch by?
Stop disrespecting me.
And hey,
That was hilarious.
why do you have to be a showboat? You got 2 hands. It was funny, man. I loved it. No, Baker's really coming into his own, and I like. He
is getting the recognition now.
Yep.
When you watch all these sports shows, all these talking heads, he is finally getting that recognition that he deserves. I feel just as confident right now with 2 minutes in the game, the ball in Baker's hand, as I did the last 2 years with Brady. I feel even more so with Baker because he can run.
True. Now that's a heck of an asset to have. But Josh touched on something again, and Josh and I'll get hit with negative energy. You're against the Bucks. No, we're pragmatic. We're real. Okay. Very fortunate. Okay. Should be 0-3. No question about it, because of stupid special teams. And thank God Atlanta special teams, Shankopotamus the field goal to go into overtime.
Should we be 0-3, or is our offense that good that we're not 0-3?
Doggy. Maybe not. We should be 0-3, but we should have be 3-0.
Right.
You can't expect to keep getting this lucky and balls to bounce that way for us throughout the whole season. That's what I'm saying.
KC last year did. Can we have KC's luck this
Bro,
year,
they have
Josh?
dark magic, though. They sold their soul
Guys,
to the
we
devil or
haven't-
something. Like
You
that.
want to know why we're
The
3-0?
Swifties.
Go
We're
ahead.
not 3-0 because we're lucky. We're 3-0 because we haven't turned the ball over. Not one time.
There's some truth to that, too. I'll give you that one.
Which, again, we did get lucky in that first game. How many picks did Atlanta
Well,
drop?
do you call a block field goal to turnover? I do.
How many picks have we dropped though?
Oh,
Levante
gosh.
dropped one in his
Now we're talking
Winfield
about the
dropped-
defense, though.
I know, but guys, you can say we're lucky, or you can say
I'm just saying, don't say that we have the division in the bag. That's all. Atlanta can still beat us. Carolina can still beat us. If we get hurt, I mean, there's not.
if we're 4-0 and we have a 3-game lead,
I will
right
feel
now,
more.
Oh, if we win
confident for
today?
sure.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
his statement.
No,
If we're
no.
4-0.
I mean,
we're clearly the favorite.
If Philly was, in our division, then yeah, I'd be all over what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's a
But without
conference
being
game.
in
and
a
let's be
division,
honest, Philly's not Philly last year. Saquon's not running the ball like he did. You're not seeing the wide open offense like you did.
I agree with that. The Eagles could also be. I mean, think of that first game against the Cowboys.
Mhm.
They were kind of fortunate.
What I'm going
CD
to
was
say, though,
dropping it.
I think their offense is fine, Josh. It's their defense that's suspect this year.
Yeah, they're getting
I
run all
think we're
over.
going to run all over them.
I hope so.
We
That's
could.
what we need to do.
I think we could. It could be a shootout, easy. I think
Yes.
we'll run on them, and I think their receivers can torch our secondary.
That's the problem right
Torch
there.
it.
This could be an
Did
over.
you see what AJ Brown did last week?
Yeah,
Just
scary.
manhandling those DBs.
Tell you, man.
It was
he's-
insane.
I'll tell you, and I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Go ahead.
What
What team?
safety? Ours.
Antoine
Oh,
Winfield.
No,
No.
the other safety.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
23, the young guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a gamer. Josh will look him
He's
up
our
for us.
leading. He's our
Yeah.
best tackling.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean,
Oh
we're-
God,
we are tackling better this year. It's just the coverage, like Josh just said, that needs to get worked on. But it's tough, man. They
we
made
agree
the-
our secondary is probably the weakest part of our team.
Sure
right?
it is. Sure it is.
I did going into the
Tyke
season.
Smith.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
yeah, he's a
He's
player.
having an amazing
Yeah,
3 games
he's
so
played.
far. He really has.
And the young man from the Tampa Bay area, cornerback, nickelback. I forget his name, but his mom is really nice. He's been on the show before and is from TBYFL.
Formerly known as.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Good one.
What? Who are you referring? Who?
I don't know.
He has a nice mom. That's how you remember him.
No, yeah, 'cause she came on the air and talked about him. She
He
was
has
really cool.
Look, we all have our rating systems.
Patrick
Yeah.
does look younger ever since he hit up the Grove in Oxford. He does. He's got a fresh,
I
rejuvenated
don't know
look to
it
him.
Yeah.
there
He's
is that
right.
little, that
The
little
Grove, baby.
There's a,
Little China Grove
It's
in
like,
Oxford.
it's like the Fountain of Youth, but
Yes,
the
sir.
Mississippi Fountain of
You
Youth.
Fountain of
notice the
Youth.
little twinkle in his eye.
I'm telling you,
yeah,
that's
man.
good.
Feeling good.
It
Feeling
is.
good, baby.
It is.
Need a road trip. It's always good to get a road trip
All
in.
right. So back to, is there, and I'm just saying right now, and we had this argument when you weren't here. Is there a better quarterback that you want right now? Don't say Mahomes,
Nope.
because so far what I've said is coming to fruition.
Who would you like to be your starting quarterback for the Bucks right now if you had your
You're saying who would I want over Baker in the
Yes.
NFL? Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
A healthy Joe Burrow.
okay?
I don't think this team responds to any of them like it. This
Okay, now we're
team-
getting into
no, because that matters.
Josh
to me.
Allen has the highest charisma aura of any
You're-
quarterback I've
Are
ever
you
seen.
talking
dude.
about being a leader for this team, or are you talking for a franchise quarterback for the next 10 years?
I'm talking about a franchise. My quarterback this year, Baker, is as good as any of them on the field right now. Look at the numbers. Look at what he's done. Look at the turnovers. He's also the number 1 rushing quarterback in the NFL. Not yards, but per carry, first downs, on third down. Everything you want to say Josh Allen is, Baker's beating his butt this year doing it.
You
You know what you would immediately say if this were framed the other way? Who is Baker throwing to? Who is he surrounded by? Some of the best offensive weapons in the entire NFL. Name 2 guys that caught passes from Josh Allen this season. Go ahead.
That's
waiting,
not nice.
waiting.
Then
But I'm
Don't
saying-
do that to your dad.
Okay, then thank
Kincaid
you.
and Coleman.
Stop. Then it goes back
Be
to
nice
what
to
I've
Pop.
said about.
Kincaid and Coleman.
Who?
You said this name too.
Patrick.
James Cook.
No, he's right. If you're going to go with that, who's he throwing to? Then let's go with who the hell has Mike Evans been catching from?
Oh, now
Good
you-
point.
Now you're going back to the whole Mike Evans career conversation.
Yeah,
just
look
You're
at
make a
bringing-
those
point.
quarterback.
Will you agree to this, Scott?
I
And I
will
love it.
I will get into that all day. Jameis Winston was the best quarterback a receiver could ever have, and our terrible defense
Oh,
at the
yeah.
time
And
was
they played together how long?
at least half of Mike's career.
Yeah.
Probably the majority of
5.
years.
It's a
Okay.
lot,
it.
bro.
You're and
And then
Devontae.
let's look at the crap quarterbacks he's played.
Who?
with.
Name them. It was only the beginning of his career. It was Mike Glennon.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fitzpatrick.
Balled
Oh.
out with us.
Oh, yeah.
Fitz
Oh,
magic,
okay,
baby.
Yeah, I want Fitzpatrick. Come on, guys.
He only got him freaking 600 yards in about 10 games.
Did he get him or did Evans get Fitzpatrick?
Hey,
that?
look, dude,
Oh,
chicken or the egg. You
no
go back
other
and forth.
receiver on the team
Oh,
was
whatever.
doing
We're
what
not
Evans
doing
was.
this on
Yeah.
freaking Eagles Day.
Yeah, Eagles Day. But I love his.
And who's the Eagle killer?
Ooh.
Rondé Barber.
That was good. That was good, John. Mike Evans. He's right. For some reason, Mike's had their number, but we got to just, play good ball. Nate.
If you want to say, like Joshua said, Godwin's as good as Evans, then we're as good with the team group. We're better today than we were the first 3 weeks. If I'm going with you're replacing Evans with Godwin and Wirfs is back, you're better.
Yeah, I think we are. Barely.
If you want to say Godwin and Evans are the same.
But you know what's funny, Scott, and I love this about you. You're pragmatic and fair, but you also got the Homer Tampa Bay Buccaneers in you, which is great. You lived here all your life. You should root for him like that.
Not even Homer Buccaneers. He's a Mike Evans caper.
Oh, stop. Because you know what? Everybody wants to pick on Mike, and your pop's not going to tolerate
Everyone loves Mike. What are you
that.
talking
When it comes
about?
to his stats and the pragmatic people and the
You know,
You know.
who the most people say Mike Evans is a first ballot Hall of Famer? The people he plays against. And that's all that matters. To
You
me.
realize your entire thing was that if he stayed healthy and had another season like this, and I said he's going to get hurt. Where are we?
we did call that,
Okay.
Josh and I. We knew he was going to miss 3 games.
He does every year.
And we
No.
had to spoon feed him 1,000 yards. Can we move
Okay.
on from this, please?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay. Let's get back to
I am intrigued by this game because I think you have Howie Roseman and Jason Light I'm just saying in terms of something that isn't getting enough attention.
You're right.
For us.
2 good GMs.
for
I like
us-
it, Josh.
I
Go
think
ahead.
2 of the best GMs
I agree.
in the whole NFL. And so for us nerds that appreciate that sort of thing, I'm going to be really interested to see the interior line play today. See what goes down in the trenches. They've got all those UGA guys. They got the guy who spit on Dak and all this stuff. Their running game hasn't been great. So if we can and Bucky hasn't been efficient. He's had some big plays, but he has not been nearly as efficient as he was last year. He's still shifty. He can make people miss and all
I'll
that.
tell you what his biggest play last week was, I was telling your pop here about 30 minutes ago, is when they threw that little screen pass and made the 1st and 10 to go ahead and win the ball game. And Bucky Irvin, Baker moved him to the left and he picked up the blitzing cornerback.
Okay.
And that made
The
that happen,
play
or it would have
where-
been a problem. And by moving Kate Otten, Baker Mayfield, you're right. You know what's funny? We're not talking about that kid's mental capacity has gotten better every year. And that's a big, important thing for a QB. The way he checks off
Dude,
now is scary.
That played at Sterling Shepard.
That too.
It takes a very experienced quarterback to pick up on that defense they were doing, because the defense they were showing was originally a cover 2. They slid into a safety 1 with the blitz, and he called the audible, and it was perfect.
Yes, sir. They're going to have to play a good defensive game today. Josh, we're both saying shootout. Can we go 28-21 Bucks? Can we hold them to 21? That's the question of the day. I don't know if we can, Josh. I hate to say that, but
No.
but can we score 31? I'm looking at 31-28, man. I think it could be crazy. And I hate to say that.
I don't think it's going to be that high. I think Vegas probably has it right around. I mean, I don't know. I'm torn on this. I feel like the number is right at 3.5, as it should. I think that's accurate because we've had, balls bounce, whatever. We haven't looked as sharp as we could.
So we're
I
favored
feel
by
like-
3.5.
Yeah, it's been traveling around there. I don't know. I also do feel like both teams are. I think 24-20 Philly.
Okay.
Philly.
You
Phil-
see us getting beat today.
Philly's other
Philly's
pro-
more talented. They have more talent.
Philly's other problem, though, and like you said with the run game, they have to control Vita. He's been a monster this
He
year.
looks great.
Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback to have to negate that.
Vita's
And counter
had
that.
his number though.
It's going to be tough, Josh. I agree with you on Florida State getting beat by Virginia. I had that feeling. I got a feeling the Bucs are going to win today. I
That'd
don't
be
know
awesome.
why. I just
Look,
I
I
hope I'm right.
I
Scott,
think-
without being a homer, do you feel the Bucs win today?
I feel where's Philadelphia played this year? They played
At Jerry's World, right?
in Dallas.
Yep.
First game, yeah.
Yeah.
Second game was
Who did they play? It was a good game too. Got it. Josh will look it up for us. And then last
Philly,
week,
was it Case? No.
The
KC was last week. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
And they well, it might have been
What the
KC
hell?
number 2.
my bad.
It's
Keep
all right.
talking.
You'll find it. We're
Yeah, I
all
think they
good.
played KC.
And then last
in-
week, who did they play?
Oh, they had that crazy game against the Rams.
yes.
So
Last week.
all of their games have come down to the last play,
Just like the Bucs.
just like us. That's why, that's where this
and
game is.
Where
very
did they
interesting.
play the Rams?
It was in Philly.
And where did they play Dallas?
I was
In
at
Dallas.
home. No, that was at home because they're their Super Bowl defending opener.
Okay.
And
And,
they
then they
al-
went to KC.
They almost lost.
Okay.
CD Lamb dropped those passes.
Yeah,
Dak
guys.
was playing.
Oh,
well.
yeah. They should have lost that game.
Javonte
They haven't
Williams.
played a game over 80 degrees.
Oh, the Heat. I'm hoping the Heat's going to get him, Scott. I love your thinking, man. I agree with you.
They haven't.
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
and it rained yesterday.
No,
That
it feels
field's
beautiful.
humid. It's humid though.
Yeah, but it's dried up by now. It's beautiful, man. That's the best turf in the freaking land right
It's.
there.
I think the Heat will have an effect.
Still need a dome. Okay. Anyway,
Oh God! dang,
I couldn't help
man.
myself, Josh.
Jeez.
With that, we're going to take a quick time
How
out.
many Rays games got rained out this year?
I don't recall.
I
Hey,
do.
okay, 813-282-8283, the Sports Zone. We'll be hanging in there for another 20 minutes. We'll take your calls. We're going to get into the real pro football docket now. You know, you all hear Bucks all the time. We like to try to get the whole NFL, Josh and I and Scott, and a little fantasy. I mean, this is an interesting week. A lot of guys are 1-2, 0-3. This is a big week for a lot of guys to make a final push or at least get out of the doldrums of fantasy football then. So we'll be right back.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning into the Sports Zone. We greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having fun like we are. Hopefully, we're enlightening you with some sports talk and also some good picks for you. Now we're going to go down the NFL docket with our picks and our fantasy predictions. Well, the Vikings and Steelers already kicked it off, Josh. I believe the Steelers are probably up by a couple touchdowns, if not more. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's 21-6 Pittsburgh right now.
The Berg, Ron is doing okay for the Steelers so far, man. Is he going to do it for the whole year? That's the question.
Probably not.
Probably not? Okay.
Out in Dublin.
Not in Dublin, Ireland.
Did you see one of the backup quarterbacks got robbed? Like on Friday night or something like that. They were out and about on town and something.
I mean, like manhandled, robbed, or just
He got roughed up a little bit, supposedly. Yeah.
those must have been some big hooligans.
Hooligans
Someone
from
made,
the Dublin, Ireland area.
Someone made a cartoon of these little leprechauns coming up to him and shanking
Oh,
him for
lovely.
coins.
Lovely.
See, that's
Just not
improper.
right. It's improper.
He wa-
Well,
he
you know
was
what's funny?
Jumped and robbed in Ireland, suffers minor injuries.
Well, what's funny about that, Scott, I had a very dear friend. I don't want to tell him out. Good comedian, made millions. Okay. And he was Catholic. And his wife was like, your act is a little rough and a little, and that's not serving the Lord. I want you to go talk to Father O'Malley. And he went, okay. So he goes and sees Father O'Malley and says, hey, Father, I'm here to talk to you about my act.
That's the name of every Irish priest. by
Yeah. Well, or O'Shea.
the way. Okay.
Okay, so one or the other. So
All right.
okay, so he's talking to him, Scotty, and he goes, "Look, I know I should be serving the Lord better, and I should clean up but boy, it's funny." And Father goes, "Well, you have a choice. You either serve the Lord or serve the world." He goes, "Yeah, I hear you," but he goes, "Man, I don't know what it's going to do to my bankroll. If my show isn't funny and I don't get the audience, and if that happens, I don't know if I can give as much to the church as I'm currently doing." Father O'Malley says, "You know what, my son? Make the people laugh. I forgive you. God forgives you. Go with peace."
Was that Father O'Malley or Rabbi O'Malley?
Oh, it works both ways?
Yes.
Oh, good to know.
yes.
Like when it comes to burying a dog, okay, if the money's right, Rabbi, Levinson or Father O'Malley will bury him. I understand. Again, follow the money.
I said that earlier in the show.
Absolutely. All right. Chargers at the Giants, man. A 3-0 against an 0-3. Josh, what's your thoughts on this one, man?
I think I'm very intrigued to see what the Giants look like with Jackson Dart.
Same here.
If you're a Giants fan, there is some reason for optimism. You got a rookie running back who is just phenomenal. He's like a more athletic all-star back there. Scatterbo.
That's our boy Cam.
He's just awesome. He really is. He's a football player. You type of guy, first one in, last one out, all the intangibles, great work ethic, a real lunch pail guy.
There you go. Leader.
And they got Malik Neighbors as well, who is a stud if you can get someone to give him the ball. So no, I'm from a betting angle, I love Giants in the first half there actually to cover the number because I think the Chargers are going to wait to make some adjustments. They got it. Nobody has tape on this kid, really, not in a real game. So yeah, but all in all, Chargers are really, really good. They're going to win.
We talked about quarterbacks I'd like to have. I sure wish the Dolphins had Justin Herbert. Boy, they'd be so much better. But be scary good.
The Dolphins need a lot of players.
Easy now. Don't pick
But
on
no,
my
that
team.
was the decision at the time. That was the whole thing
Yeah.
Herbert.
Yeah. Bad decision.
I mean, you'd probably rather have Harbaugh too, though. Situation
Ooh.
means a lot.
Yeah.
There's a reason Herbert looks so much better this
Man,
year.
that would be Herbert and Harbaugh down at South Beach. Oh, boy, the Finns are looking good. Oh, yeah. I can wish and hope.
You
and
just be a
pray.
Chargers fan.
There you go. Go Chargers. San Diego. LA. Anyway.
One of the greatest playoff games ever, Miami and San Diego.
That'll never be
The-
topped.
The flea flicker
No, everything.
to Tony Nathan.
From Alabama. A little hook and lateral.
There you go.
So that was an awesome game. Saints at the Bills. Talking about Josh Allen earlier. Can the Saints put up any points against this Bills
Who
defense?
do the Bills
I don't
play
know.
next week?
Next week, can we
Okay.
get through this week?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
we're-
Oh, he's
making
hoping.
picks.
You're hoping for the trap bet.
We're making.
Well, you're
picks.
getting 16.5 points in the Saints. You taking the points and praying?
Who are they playing next week?
The New England, but they're at home. Part of a trap game is being on the road on a short week
yeah,
and
I
all
can't
that.
go with that. No, I'm not giving 16 points to anyone in the NFL.
Okay. This game I would. Josh, you agree or disagree? Normally it doesn't pan out though. Double digits.
No, I'm not-
80% of the time
I'm
don't
not-
cover.
I'm never going to lay that much, but I do think they'll cover it. This is
Right.
Gonna, they're gonna,
No, that's not a game you bet, but
they're
this would
gonna-
be one that covers the crazy
Yeah,
number.
I think they get out to a big lead it by halftime. They run out the ball in the second half. Saints get a late garbage time touchdown. That
and
could
maybe
make it.
not cover. Yeah,
And-
they lose
and
by
do they pull-
14 or
Do
16.
they pull their quarterback if they're up and give up?
Yeah.
31-14 Buffalo.
So you barely covered. Okay, I like it. I
No
like it.
one circles the wagons better.
There you go. He's Chris Berman Day. I like that. I like because Chris Berman's a Bucks guy, and he liked when the Bucks beat the Eagles. So very good, Josh. I like that. Browns at the Lions, my man.
That was a look ahead game for Green Bay last week.
You think
That fit the bill.
was that called a chokorama?
That
Well,
was great.
your
But
dad and I called it. We said Cleveland's
We
going to
both
keep this
said
game
it.
close.
I like
Yeah.
them to cover the number. They that defense is very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I
Yes.
don't think Detroit will be able to keep running the ball like they have been. They'll still win. But no, Cleveland, that they're gonna.
You know, I'm not a big fan of unders, especially in today's NFL, but I don't think they get to 45 points, Josh. Agree, disagree. I think it's going to be like a 21-14, 21-10.
The
Detroit, I think they'll just run it out, and Cleveland Flacco will just try to clock manage it.
28-16.
Oh, so you still say under, boy. You
Browns have to settle for some field goals, maybe.
yeah, that's true. And then the wonderful Falcons, baby, playing. You know, Jaden Daniels isn't playing. How about there's a story, Josh Mariota playing his old team, the Falcons.
I think this is bounce back for Atlanta.
Okay,
They obviously got smacked last week. Division game on the
30
road.
nothing. Yeah,
Carolina.
that's
Came-
embarrassing. Go
and
ahead.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
There were a lot
Josh.
of games last week that just got out of hand early, like
Yeah.
Minnesota and Seattle.
That's
and
not good football. It's not enjoyable, especially NFL level. College, I get it. Not pro.
special teams and turnovers can totally shift something.
Amen.
But
God, how many uprights have been hit this
A
year?
lot of clink clang bangs. I'm
And
not
why
talking
is that the
basketball.
Josh and I were watching the game. We have figured out that a ball hitting an upright is the loudest sound.
Well, you
in
know
the
why?
stadium.
Because they have the camera and the microphone right there on the crossbar.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
why. Seriously, that's what just
I think
Reverse.
if we saw so many block kicks last week, if a field goal gets blocked, your fantasy kicker should not lose points for a missed field goal.
amen.
All right.
I agree.
Thank
and
you.
can please
Wow,
people,
Josh and I agreed on
can
something in
people
fantasy. Wait a
please-
sec, AJ, you're gonna have to keep this one because
And
if
can
he and
we
I
all
agree on
learn the rule?
fantasy, it's scary. Go
can
ahead,
we learn the rule, people?
say that again, boss.
Can we all learn the rule? The rule was changed. You are absolutely allowed to jump over an offensive lineman on a kick as long as you do not touch them.
Okay,
Period.
okay. And do you think the guy was touched by the Jets when he jumped over?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Oh man,
But
here's my 2-lane lawyer.
we didn't throw a challenge. If
You
it's
can't check.
challenging.
No, it's not.
Well, but everyone's saying you're not. Yes, you are allowed to do it now. Whether he touched him or not, debatable. But folks, learn the rules.
Yes.
You are allowed to jump.
Well, we're going to be homers. Okay, that's a great question. Out of the 70,000 fans there today, I hope, you'll have about
You're gonna-
10,000 Philly and 60,000 Bucks. Don't you think anything that goes against the Bucks, 45 to 50,000, don't know the rules. They're there to party, have a good time, enjoy the Bucks, root them in, but they don't know. And if anything goes against them, instead of going, you know what, that should have happened to us. It's just the nature of the game, the nature of the fan. It's sad to me because I don't like when people don't know the rules because you make us look ignorant, and I don't like that.
Well,
So,
let's
but
take
every
it-
stadium in
let's-
town does it.
Tampa isn't a knowledgeable sports town. I was actually talking with your son
I know.
about that recently
I
because
know.
we go out and
It's
watch
sad.
it at the bars, and
Yep.
people don't know what they're rooting for, don't know what it is.
a lot of
Like Philly
Yep.
fans, to their credit, they know the game, they
They
know
do.
ball.
a lot of people watch football, and the way they watch football is they watch the ball.
Yes.
They don't watch anything else going on.
Like those fans
but
in
the ball.
Dublin today, a
Yeah.
lot of them
They're
are just
watching
like,
the ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have
because
no idea.
No.
You know what? they're
90% of
hoping-
them.
All they're hoping is they get a chance to rush the field and beat people up at
I
the
love it. I
the
love it.
hooligans. Yeah.
That is funny, man. Well, So you like the Falcons. So do I.
Yeah, they'll bounce back. It'll be late, but some weird football things will happen, and they'll wind up.
What
winning.
about the Panthers and Patriots now? The Panthers, they going to put 30 on the board like they did last week? I don't
No.
see that. Do you,
It'll be the
Josh?
complete opposite. So whereas Falcons bounce back, Carolina will regress a little bit. New England should be able to win by a touchdown. Travion Henderson, this should be his breakout game because Stevenson was fumbling last week, and
Yeah.
usually
Vrabel doesn't like that, boy.
and he doesn't just let the rookie play. Vrabel's an old school guy, like, oh, he's a rookie, he has to earn it. He's more talented. Give him the ball. Antonio Gibson, what are we doing?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Josh, on that. Because you have to change. We talked about switching gears a little bit. Dabo Sweeney. Dabo, you got to change. You got to change. bro.
Clown, bro.
You know,
Clown.
gotta change. So I get it. I like to hold on to the new too, man. I miss the sombrero. I miss the Orange Bowl. Patrick, it's a new era, baby.
Benchmark International Arena. It's
There
not
you
even Amalie anymore.
I like it.
No,
So,
adapt or die, Patrick. Adapt or die.
Amen, bro. And AI it up, baby. I just wish the adaptation would be after Scott and I meet our maker. But that ain't going to happen. And then, thank God, but the other way would be nice. But anyway, Titans at the Texans. Boy, that's a great game. Both 0-3. Nice.
Gross. Houston's offensive line is trash. Tennessee's offense looks
Ends in
abysmal.
a tie.
38 and a half.
I like that. Ends in a tie.
Oh, that'd be 3-3 final. No, I think there's going to be some scoring.
Do you really? All right,
I
go for the
do
over, brother.
not.
Okay, we're going to
The
see.
only one scoring will be at halftime with the dog catching the frisbee.
Oh, well, that's true. I thought you might be going with the Minnesota Vikings cheerleaders. But anyway,
Yeah, I thought he
We
was
got
going
the-
differently.
I thought the Colts hit the Rams.
That's-
All right, so I think this is my favorite play of the day. Actually, I think Colts are overvalued the same way Minnesota was coming into this morning's game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Rams win this one.
They
But-
cover the 3.5.
Maybe
Ooh,
3, not 3.5.
I know.
It's going to be close. I think you could see a shootout, but there's too much. Like, look, Indiana Jones, great story.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it, all that. But the Rams are still really good. It's a Sean McVay coach team. And you got to imagine they're going to be very upset after what happened
Indiana
last
Jones.
week. Indiana Jones in the quest for a winning record.
Do they play? Do they play the music when they come out? That'd be
They
cool.
should.
They should.
Funny, man. How about Jaguars at the Niners, baby? Kick off the 4
Ugh.
o'clock games. I like this game. It's going to be an old school game, 21-17, Josh, 21-20, baby. I like those.
Is McCaffrey healthy?
No.
Wait, what do you? He's been crushed. Is he not?
Yeah, but he'll
He
never be
doesn't-
healthy.
He doesn't
using that
look
lingo.
Like he's.
No.
I mean, he's doing well,
He's
but
a-
he doesn't look like he looks.
He's a playable injured
I mean,
fellow.
he's older.
And
Yeah.
he's hurting, man. And it's obvious.
Or that whole team's been banged up for a
I
while
know,
now.
man.
It feels like,
It's
but
crazy.
they should win. Jacksonville's.
I mean, let's get real. McCaffrey does not have a body that says I'm a 15-year NFLer.
No,
I mean,
no,
he
you
just
can't.
doesn't.
No, shoot, no. How about the Ravens at the Chiefs? But I say the Jags are going to pull off the upset, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I'll go with that.
That offense is. Do you like Trevor Lawrence?
Yes. I like Fabio.
I'm starting to like him.
And I'm hoping Cohen can get him going.
If he didn't have the hair and that look, I really don't think we would think as highly of him. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, no. Well, and
Like
his
if Colt
career at Clemson did it, too. A lot of hype
Of
coming out of
course.
Clemson.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
You know?
no doubt.
Here's what I'm curious about. Ravens 1-2, Chiefs 1-2.
So one of them are going to be 1-3 after today.
Can you believe that, Joshua?
It might be
A tie game.
what?
Stop it already.
I think Ravens win. Only way Chiefs win again is like we talked about that dark magic, secret spells that they have that they can just pull things
So-
off, and the refs bail them out or whatever it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
people believe. But otherwise,
Dark
Ravens-
magic. I like
so
that.
am I? And I know
The Ravens are favored on the road. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
Are we seeing?
is it Mahover? Is it
Are
all?
we-
Is it
are
is it
we-
Mahover?
Are we seeing Mahomes that we've seen in the past?
Probably not.
I don't think he's at all.
Kelsey's not the same. Okay, they don't have a running back that could help him out.
I think it's
Back
the
in the day, Kareem Hunt, and you had Tariq Hill.
Do
I
you
think
know-
it's the defense.
do
The
you-
That
defense
too.
is what won them so
you
many games
also-
in Spags and that unit. And they
Yeah,
don't have
man.
that
Are you
anymore.
also noticing he's getting run down by linebackers and DNs? He
Sure,
never
he's
got run
slowed
down
up.
before.
Yeah, but you're right because he's
I
a little.
don't see him being the physical.
No, you're right.
He
He's
he
going to
got-
have to change his game. Very good point,
he
Scott.
got beat up last year, guys.
Yes, he
and
did.
It is affecting him.
Now, the one game I'm looking forward to is.
I mean, he's
Packers.
averaging more. Sorry, he's averaging double his career average for rushing yards.
Right. That means he's not throwing the ball like he
Who
was.
would you? He has us four to throw it to.
Yeah, come
Okay.
on, man. Bakers
when-
at the Cowboys.
The who?
Packers at the
Say
Cowboys.
the Bakers.
The Bakers.
Packers are gonna blow him out. Jerry is such
Really?
a fool. Jerry is so dumb. Jerry is so stupid. He is so old. He does not know what he's doing.
Wow.
He said this week, "Oh, well, there's ways to defend Micah Parsons. It's not like we won all these Super Bowls when he was with us." Like, oh yeah, that's the reason y'all didn't win, because of the All-Pro defensive end.
And
Get
Jerry
out of here.
Jerry and Joe Biden ought to get together and have some
Yeah.
beers.
And going
Okay.
into the games, can the referees not call a penalty on every single play of the games like they did in all the games last week?
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
And especially when it had no impact on the play. Scott.
Thank you.
So
it got
it's
ridiculous. It was
You tell your
ticky-tacky.
officials when you were doing TBYFL, man, if it doesn't affect the play, keep the flag in the
It
pocket,
got
brother.
So ticky tacky.
It's just silly. And then when they should call it, they don't. That's what makes them. It's a lack of consistency, and it's a lack of calling silliness.
I don't like the referees being able to talk to each other on the headphones either.
Yeah,
I don't
agree
like
with
that.
you. Tampa Bay, we appreciate you. AM 860, we appreciate you. Great show down in Sarasota Friday night. That was awesome. So God bless you, Tampa Bay. We'll catch you next week.
Peace and respect,
Okay,
Tampa.
on today's show, we're talking about vitamin D, sometimes referred to as the